not having a father in your lives, has it hindered you from certain relationships, and how?
I'm pretty sure in ways that, at least for me, in ways that I didn't know. Probably ways that I've uh, handled things. Uh, do I leave too quickly? Um, and things of that nature. So it's probably certain tendencies or traits he has, but because I don't know who he is or anything like that, you know what I mean? It's just innate in me. And so it's taking a little longer to figure out what things I have to overcome in terms of that.
So Lee, do you are you in search for him or nah? You just kind of letting that be?
Nah, we I don't have too much info.
Mm.
So like I'm in search, and my fiance has been pushing it uh a lot. So it's something that I'm definitely interested in. If he hit me up today, I'd pick up the phone and we would continue with no ill will. Because as a man, I don't know what him and my mother went through. I don't want to assume. I don't want to take sides. I don't want. My mom never bashed him though,
That's
and
real.
you know she never spoke ill will of him. So it was just pretty much me not even wanting to have a relationship. But if he opened the door, or if I was able to put my DNA in something and link with a third cousin on that side or something that could start pointing me in the right direction, I certainly do it.
That's amazing, bro. For real. That's amazing. That's amazing. Sons, what about you? You
Could you
said
repeat?
has it hindered certain relationships, and if so, how?
Yeah, I think so tremendously. I think in ways that I may not be aware of, in the bits and pieces that was mentioned back to me. I think it has a lot to do with not wanting to be vulnerable, masculinity issues, anger issues, all kind of issues for real. Because when you at a loss and then you don't really know who you are yourself. Like there's no self-awareness, no self-identity, and you not having a connection with a half of where that may have come from, that could cause a lot of just frustration and confusion. So I think it hindered dang near every relationship.
Damn.
Yeah.
To this day, or is something that, like, when did you recognize, in a
Yeah,
sense?
I think to this day, for sure. I think
Okay.
that's why the therapy and stuff like that is necessary for
Necessary. Necessary.
many of the men in this situation. Because if you don't allow yourself to, like I said, identify the issue, then it's gonna stay there. It's gonna forever be like that, forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Damn, man. Y'all got me over here, man. Because I'm loving the answers, man. I'm loving the answers, and it's a different perspective for me. Because, like I said, I grew up with my pops,
Right.
so I'm very appreciative of that. And though I've had plenty of peers, obviously, I'm sure we all have, who have not had their father in their lives. It's different when you can hear the perspectives. It's just a little bit different. So I guess in the midst of your journey, because we still on our journeys. All of us are still on our journey. In the
For
midst
sure.
of your journey, have you looked for any other role models along the way? Good, bad, however, like who were the role models? Clearly.
I would say when I was hooping, it would be more so the older ball players, the coaches. When I started taking music more serious, artists who are a little older, or more so on the management side in terms of mentorship. At jobs, I tend to gravitate towards the older gentlemen there who may have been in the army, military. They seem to have been some, worldly in terms of having some experience behind them.
Facts. Okay. Okay. Um, Psalms, what about you?
Yes, I think anybody, really, like just about any man that would listen or pay attention, it was just like, oh, you got some advice? Are you gonna help me? Anything like that would just, because it's the just trying to find some sort of what I don't even know. You know what I mean? I guess
Yeah.
like, because when I hear you talk about that, it's a sense of, it's not even like a anger type of jealousy. It's just kind of like a, dang, I'll never know what that feel like. So
Yeah.
I try not to tell myself that I'll never know what that feel like, because there are men like how Ali was mentioning with the coaches and many other guys that step forward, like the stepdads and so on and so forth. But it's like when you don't have the authentic bond or whatever, it just kind of feels like a Walmart version or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you said you brought up something that I didn't even think of. So have y'all had stepfathers in your lives?
I haven't.
You haven't.
My mom's
Not
not
Some?
allowed to date.
I have an issue with identifying that, to be completely honest. Like, using that word is almost like I'm cheating on my dad or something.
Wow. Okay.